Hello there, yes, this is, of course, Linux Mint, the Debian version. This is Gigi. Let's get jiggy with it. Indeed, I've mucked around with it, of course. Of course, it isn't XFCE, it is Cinnamon. They, at the moment, have not brought over XFCE or Mate on over to the Debian side, as in Trixie. Debian Trixie, which this is based on. Yeah, it is good. We're in VMware at the moment. Oh, yes, we are. I've installed the Debian version of Plank Reloaded. And, yeah, works all right with my theme. Everything tickety-boo, mate. Here we have, of course, Nemo running perfectly, basically everything tickety-boo. I've gotten rid of all their themes on here because I just don't like them. What's the point in having them if you're not going to use them? There's so many of them, get rid of them, I'd say, and save yourself so much more room, especially if you've gone away like I have, or you can just install Orcus theme, which just works straight on out the bag like I've got here. You could also download the Orcus themes off of GNOME, GNOME thingy, whatever, or KDE, doesn't matter which one, they all are the same. And you can pick out which one you want. There's all different colours. There's the grey dark, there's all sorts, there's white, there's, oh, you name it, it's got it on there. And it's fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. You've got clear looks as well as the dark theme that you see here. I always go for a dark theme because it's better on your eyes. Put my own wallpapers on in. Yeah, what can I say? It's exactly the same as Zara, and it just runs, and it's beautiful. And you are away from Ubuntu land, which is even better indeed. Now we're using the 612. I believe it's a 612. Let's just take a look. See, let's just go in here. We go unname minus or hyphen A, and we just do that. It's been updated 612.48 Debian 13. It's supported for, I think, 7 years. Don't quote me on that, but I do believe it is. I think it's 7 years, something like that. 6 or 7 years, 6 years. How long is how long is a piece of string? No. Well, how long was Thingamajigget out for? The one previous to Trixie, whatever that one was called, I can't remember now. How long was that one out for? Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. Here we are. This just, yeah, jiggy. Get jiggy with it. I'm going to install it eventually onto real hardware, onto my other computer, which is over there, which you can't see because I still haven't got my camera sorted out. My camera's over there, which you can't see. But, yeah, at the moment, not bothered about that. I want to get this all sorted out. Now I am in two minds of whether to go down the road of actually installing MX Linux, the beta that they've got out at the moment. There's been a lot of betas lately. You've got this as beta, you've got Zorin OS, which is 18, which is based on 24.04. Their beta came on out. MX Linux, their beta come on out as well. Oh my god, you know, it's like flipping heck. I made an ISO up inside VMware with MX Linux, and I thought, yeah, I know, I'll try it out on real hardware. Problem being, the problem at the moment I'm finding, especially with 24.04 and with Debian as well, is that they do not recognize my graphic cards, which is the NVIDIA 4060 Ti 16 gig onboard memory. I tried installing DaVinci Resolve in MX Linux, and it didn't like it. It said, we don't recognize your graphic card. I'm thinking, really? Is that because I haven't put the drivers in properly yet? Maybe. But I did put the drivers in. I installed the drivers, and the ones that they're at is 550. Now, the weird thing is that I use the 550 drivers in normal Linux Mint along with DaVinci Resolve, and it worked absolutely fine. I don't quite get it. You've also got the 565 as well ones, but I upgraded in normal Linux Mint or Ubuntu version of Linux Mint, or yeah, the Ubuntu based Linux Mint, I should say. the 680 drivers. So it's like, well, what the hell's going on then? Why all of a sudden has this gone pear-shaped inside of Debian? Don't quite understand it. Unless, of course, Debian, full-on Debian, is a completely different kettle of fish altogether, because there might be other dependencies that I may have to install in order for it to be able to read my card. I have no idea, because I don't bother doing research anymore. I think to myself, well, hang on. What I might do is actually get have MX Linux just as my everyday OS, and have Linux Mint doing for my DaVinci Resolve, because I've got DaVinci Resolve Studio 20 installed in Linux Mint, and everything that I chuck at that, it works. So, you know, everything I chuck at it, it works. I've got it all set up to how I need it, so that I can make videos like this. So it's like, well, what the hell? What the hell do I do? So I'm in the contemplation of whether to do that. Because what I would like to do is just keep Linux Mint safe, just for video rendering, instead of using it as my everyday OS. Just keep it for that. And use MX Linux because it's so bloody fast and everything. I love it. I absolutely love it. And the great thing about that is that I can just upgrade my ISO that I make out of it, including with the NVIDIA drivers as well, because I can have it actually making the ISO so small and compact and Beijing, or whatever the saying is, that it'll be really, really good. So I'm in two minds whether to do that or not. My voice has gone very deep simply because I'm tired. Oh, coffee. Yes, 2 hours old. Still haven't drunk it all. Oh dear. Tastes better cold though, doesn't it, coffee? I think so. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Really nice cup of coffee. Very nice indeed. Still doesn't raise my voice up very much, but I've been tinkering around with this bloody GoXLR as well. Holy crap. Gone through settings online, what they think and what have you. The problem is with the GoXLR here in Linux land is that you have to, after setting it up, reboot your computer and then come back in, and the sound quality is different again. Before you even start recording or going live or whatever, you have to reboot in order to get the settings on in properly, and they sort themselves out in the end, and everything's tickety-boo. Took me a while to realise that, but yeah, here in Linux Mint anyway. So yeah, this is not a review of, of the new beta, that is Debian beta of Linux Mint. It's not a review at all. I don't do reviews. I just have a look at. That's all I do. And yeah, what is there to show you? Well, wow, they got a fingerprint machine. So what? They got a fingerprinter. Yeah, so what? It's the same as Zara, apart from you're in Debian now. All right? So everything's here from Zara, including, actually, because what I want to do, I want to bring over Zed, their text editor, and I want to use it inside MX Linux, and I should be able to do it. So if I re-download it, because I have installed, I'm pretty sure I did, Synaptic Package Manager. Let me just go up here. Also put my own button in as well for this. Oh, we got some updates, have we? Let's take a look-see then. Thunderbird. Really? Ugh, am I going to waste my time doing this now? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, thought it crashed on me for a minute. And the only problem here in VMware, I had to go for completely different version altogether. I had to go for of this because it kept falling back to the failsafe version of Cinnamon. So it was like, oh, for God's sake, why are you doing that? So I went for the X server edition, which is on the login screen there, and touchwood and whistle. Sorry about that, I hiccuped. Touchwood and whistle. It's working okay at the moment. So yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put synaptic in. I'm pretty sure I did, and I just haven't got it sorted on out through there. So I'll go down to here. Here it is. Lovely. Got to have a bit of synaptic, ain't you? God, especially if you're using Debian. Come on now. Got to have a bit of that. Got to have a bit of that indeed. Let's bring it on up to full scariness. We'll go searchy worchy. What am I searching for? I can't remember. Oh yes, Z. We go like that. Should put it on up. Oh, really? What on earth? Text editor. Maybe I should have put text editor in. Now, what is it based on? And am I gonna need all of this Z? There we are, Z. Yeah, it's a jiggy version. Let's get jiggy with it. So what I'm going to do is bring all of these packages down, and I'll probably need the desktop portal XApp as well. Yeah, and XFCE backends for XDG desktop portal. That should be already on there already, I would have thought. But we shall bring it on down. We'll bring that one. I'm going to mark for reinstallation. I'm going to mark this one for reinstallation, and I'm going to mark this one for reinstallation, and I'm going to do the debugging symbols, debugging as well, and I'm going to apply, and I'm going to say download package files only. We apply that. Off it jolly, off it jolly, off it jolly well goes. Right, and then we'll scroll back down and unmark those, because otherwise unmark. Hang on, let's see if I can do that. Yeah, of course I can. Unmark, so they're all unmarked now. Fantastic. So I can close that off. Come on into here. I don't have to go in as root or anything. Come on into file system. Go on over to, where is it? var cache apt archives, and then you see we just got to find all the Z stuff. There we are. XTG XApp, that one, and that one. It was 4 of them all together. Fantastic. So now we can copy them on over into documents for now. We can just pop them in there. I think I've got this set up. I hope to God I have. I'm pretty sure I have. To read an external hard drive. All I've got to do is just plug the bloody thing in. So bear with me a minute. It's claimed by another driver. Here we go. It's there. Excellent. Okay. Yes, fine. Come back onto here. Thank you very much. All sorts. Yeah, it's got all sorts on here. I've got loads of stuff on here. Right. Dying. We're going to put it on into a folder. I think we'll create a folder first. Let's create a folder. Just right click here, create new folder. We'll call it Gigi Z. Alright, go in there, pop them, cut them from there, and pop them on over into there. Fantastic! And hopefully I'll be able to get this installed. I really am hoping, because it's based now on Trixie. It should work. It should go on in. I hope so anyway, into MX Linux, because it's the only thing that I am missing. So hopefully it'll work. So I'm going to eject that now. It should be okay to eject. All file has been disconnected. Good. And can we safely remove drive? Yes, we can. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. So it's removed itself. That's brilliant. That's really good. We can come off of there now. I can close this down, and then what I'll do, I will boot up my MX Linux. By the way, I made my own ISO. I don't know if I said earlier, but I made my own ISO in VMware, and it worked. When I installed it, I had to go in as safe and whatever. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be using in here in VMware, and we'll see if it'll install. All right, I shall see you in a little while. Here we are in VMware again, and this, of course, this time it's MX Linux. This is my own installer that I made on Up. This is my own ISO, my own personal ISO. It looks like MX Linux, right? But that's only because at default, it defaults back to how it is with that. Now, this up here, that was meant to be Thunar, but Thunar is no longer installed because I have Nemo installed instead. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to arrange this on the ISO. And the great thing about this, when I go into install it, it will automatically reboot into whatever I've got set up. Absolutely fantastic. You don't hear that with any other XFCE environment. At least I don't think so. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to right click here. Going to go panel preferences. I'm just going to bring this up to horizontal. Of course, that's the cross. We then unlock it, and I'm going to bring it down to the bottom because I can. We bring it all the way down. It's a little bit stuttery. Don't know why. That's all right. It's there now. Fantastic. What I'm going to do now, because it's got the start button and all that over here, I'm going to go like that. I'm going to go move on down to this end. I don't need this one anymore, so I'm going to remove that, the action buttons, because I'd rather just go on into a menu like you ordinarily would on a machine anyway. And of course it's defaulted on back to, I think that's their icon theme, even though it's Papyrus, I believe. But that's fine. That is really fine. Going to also add another one of them. We'll add that up into the top corner up there. I'm also going to add yet another one as well down here. Fantastic. Now, the only thing I haven't got in, I don't think I have, is Brave. Have I got Brave browser in? I think I did, you know, before making this on up. Let's just go into internet. Yes, Brave browser is in there. I'll have to bring my own stuff on over, of course, because if all that got written on here, or at least I think I would have to. Let's just take a look. Now, that was one thing that I couldn't understand. Files. Let's just go in here. This is, we'll open up as hidden. We'll go into .config. Should be this one here. And no, Brave is not there, is it? No. So I've got to add all of that as of yet, which is fine. Absolutely fine. Absolutely, mate. So yeah, I can do that later on. My themes are in here. It's just that they don't get set up out of the bag, if you get what I mean. So until you install it, and what I also want to do as well is to go to properties of here, show us tree, no, want normal and small on there. We want this up to at least 640 or so. 650 by 678 or something. There's upgrades to be done. That's fine. 678. We can have it like that. Appearance wise, you see these haven't even been thingied, so we go like that. I don't want that saying applications menu, not at all. If I go in here, it should still be there. Hopefully if it'll boot it up, I think it might crash now. Oh, come on, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Uncategorized icons. If I go on in here, the one that I made, which is this one, I made up inside GIMP. I thought, yeah, I'll make my own, because that's what I love about Linux, is that I can make my own stuff up. We can make our own stuff up if we really want to. Put our heart and soul on into it. We can make our own stuff up. So why not? So let's pick that one out. That's really good now. Very good indeed. Behavior. So I want recently used. Switch one by hovering. Sort categories. No, I want it up to 100. Want that up to 100 like so. And I can then close this down, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, the next thing I wanted to do, edit applications, and I want to bring system on up underneath settings. So you just scroll that on up to there. If you haven't got this installed, of course, it's called Menu Libre. So just install it basically. And there you are. Absolutely fantastic. That's all I need to do in there. Brilliant. Panel 3 we're on. Panel 2 now. Hang on. What I need to do is to go to Conky. So if I go Conky like so, I can then switch that off as a toggle on there, and I can switch it off. I don't like Conkeys, and I'm not going to uninstall it. I'll just keep it on here. But yeah, there you are. Also, they seem to have this not doing what it's meant to be doing, which is the power manager. If we go to display here, we'll turn that off, and we're going to screensaver, and we'll turn all this stuff off as well. That's fine. And what this will do is memorize all of your settings for you on the installation screen, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So we've done that then. So that's off now, and we can now go on into settings again, and we can come down to window manager tweaks. Yes, let's give that a go. We can go compositor. I don't want shadows under docks or anything like that. No, it's a no. We can have that coming up as large, which means it'll come up at the center of the screen. Workspaces, they didn't untick that. It means that you can use your mouse wheel to change to different desktops. I don't like that, because if I'm scrolling on my screen, you know, it goes all over the show, and yeah, you can lose your place and what have you, and it's a bit of a pain. So always have that like that. Brilliant. So now everything that I open will come up in the middle of the screen. Already got OpenVM tools already installed, and OpenVM tools desktop is installed as well, should be. Also, Synaptic Package Manager is already on here. So if we go in there and actually take a look to see if OpenVM tools are in, of course that's not mine. It's completely different. Right, we'll search for OpenVM tools -desktop, and we'll just see if it's on here. It should be. Yes, it is. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. So I could initially bring stuff on over to here right now, but I'm not going to. What I am going to do is to just get it looking to how I want it. Hence why I've brought these other panels and stuff on up. Now, panel 3 and panel 2 are not transparent, so I need to make them transparent. And the way to do that is to come into solid color. It used to be like an opacity just down here, but they changed it ages ago. I really do not understand as to why they done that, but they did, and we'll bring that down to that. That's brilliant. That's excellent. I've also got my own backgrounds on here, at least I hope that they're still on here. So we're going to desktop settings, and this will bring the should bring up the files, but then again maybe not. Dear oh Lord. Right, let's just go into other. Are they here? We just go into backgrounds. Yes, I believe they are. MX, I can't remember MX red is there, MX grey, and so forth. So what I really need to do is to move them around, but it doesn't matter. I should be able to just open up that, but it doesn't do it. I don't know why. It doesn't do that. So yeah, I know, but I need to add backgrounds to this. So how do we do it? Well, we have to go to other locations, or maybe we don't. Yeah, we do. We have to go to other locations on there. Other locations, my computer, and actually give it the path that it needs. So in order for it to come on up, there we go. It's all coming up now. Fantastic. Thank God for that. What I should have done was put them into XFCE, and you know what? I might do that now. Yeah, I think I will. Let's just go to recently used. There should be files here. Yes, fantastic. And everything I need is in here. Downloads needs to be up there. We go to file system. We go to backgrounds. All of my ones should be here somewhere. MX grey, MX orange, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, I've got to go in as root, haven't I? So let's just open that up as root. Oh, I've done the wrong password. It's demo on here because that's basically what it was saved as. So we are in as thingy. So we got MX red, MX grey should be here. There they all are. 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one should be here somewhere. MX blue's up there. Okay, that's fine. We go from there. We copy, or we'll cut actually, and we'll go into XFCE. This will make life a whole lot easier. There we go. Fantastic. And we'll keep them in there for now. Don't know why they've done it like this, but hey ho. We should be alright now, and it should open up straight away on in here. Now, obviously, I've got to come off of here. We go back into desktop settings, and there we are. Straight on in there. Brilliant. Now, obviously, it hasn't changed. It hasn't saved my settings for desktop workspaces, but that's fine. So we're going to have grey in on here. These are ones that I made up myself. And then we'll bring that on over by pushing Control Alt. And on your numpad, just push number 2 and off it goes. And then we can just go on over. Oh, what is the one for number 2 then? We have still got 4 of these, haven't we? Oh, I know what it is. Cycling. Cycling through the workspaces. Let's just see here. Workspace settings. Let's go to properties. So we're using the mouse wheel. No. Wrap using workspaces. Workspace settings. Number of workspaces is only 2. We need 4 of them. Wrap around. That's what we do need. And I don't need them like this. I want 4. But yes, the properties I need on that, isn't it? And the properties, we want just 1. So it's just 4 of them going along like that. Then what I'll do is I will remove this. And it should remember now. I should be able to scroll on through. Oh, well, maybe not. What is going on there then? Maybe it did. No, it didn't. It didn't accept my thingy. Okay, bear with me. I will fix this. Hang about. Hang on to your lug nuts, please. Window Manager tweaks. Let me have a look at workspaces here. Yeah, wrap on the actual desktop layer is reached. All the first it is reached. Yeah, so it should. Okay, we'll go to Window Manager and we'll have a look at the keyboard shortcut for it. Should be here. What have they got for that then? Control Alt right, Control Alt left. Well, I'm going to have to disagree with you. It isn't that at all. It's Alt that we're going to change it to. So I'm going to clear that. I'm going to clear that one. And we're going to go edit in there. And we'll go Alt. And what's this? Left? Yeah. Alt and left. I'll tell you for what it is, I think, is because I'm in VMware. Their designated buttons is Alt, Control and Alt. So I'm wondering if it's that. We'll edit that and we'll go right on here. There we go. And that should be all right now. That's all I need to do in there. I don't have anything else. So let's give that a try. Yeah, there we go. That's what it was. Okay, I'm going to go for a blue here because it did come up pretty well. There we go. We'll just go Control Alt and 3. That's fine. And then we go on over to this way. And we'll have, is this a red? No, that's orange. Yeah, we'll go orange there then. We'll go orange with that one. And then we'll obviously go with the red on the other side. 3 and 4. And then we'll go on over. And this is the red one. Absolutely fantastic. And then, of course, we can go back to the very first one. We can close that down now. That's fine. Now, hopefully, I'm hoping that I could open this up in the terminal. No, it hasn't saved those settings. That's fine. I can add them. I can add all that. Yes. I can make it default, and we'll do that. What I will have to do is just bring them on over. I'll do it afterwards. I'll do it after. It'll be all right. Okay, so all that is done now. We can come off of there. What was I doing? Appearance. That was for number 2. So what I need up there, of course, is this lot. So if we come down to here, and the only problem with this was it didn't like in VMware to actually move them on up there. Didn't like it at all. I don't need this. I definitely don't need that on there. So we can take that off. We'll move that on up there. Didn't look all that, did it? Now the only problem is that I can't just read thingy. I'll have to reboot if I really wanted this to be, because the Alt and Escape will only do my main system. The Control Alt and Escape command, which is such a bloody shame. You watch it, just bring it up to that, and of course I don't want to destroy this, because that means I have to reboot and do all this crap again, and I don't want to do that. So I really don't know what to do on that, but that don't matter. It doesn't really matter anymore. Let's move that on up there as well. That's fine. We know what this is. That's the mic thingy. So we can actually lock that panel down now, and we'll go into display, and we'll just bring that down so that the clock and all of that is showing there. That's fine. Just bring it down to 1. Right, the rest of this now, because it's dock-like, I need that on over onto this panel. But first I'm going to make it so that it's transparent. I love transparent panels. It looks better, I think, than having all this colour striping across your screen. And because I have all this hidden, it'll be fine. And we can just tick that box and say select, and away it goes. With this one I can do the same. So we go into panel 1, and it's in appearance already, and we just go down to solid colour, and it'll do it. It'll just do it automatically. Fantastic. Excellent. That's really, really good. Yes, I know. Where's that? Oh, right. That's where that panel is. Okay, we're on panel 1 at the moment. Might as well bring all of this on down to there. We'll then push Control and right click here, and we're going to move the dock-like taskbar on over to this one. Way! Okay. We're still on panel 1. I'm hoping that it automatically does. Yes, it does. So I'm going to bring that up to 128 now. There we go. Look at that. And I can then bring this down to here. Fantastic. That's panel 2. And we can bring this up to 128 as well. Oh, no. Panel 3. Not that one. That one needs to come down to 52. You'll see for why later on. Yep, sorry, that was the wrong panel. This was panel 3 is the one that I wanted. So yeah, this one. This one needs to come up to 128 as well, because then it's nice. Alright, dock-like taskbar, absolutely fantastic. Should be in the Ubuntu repositories really now. It's been out for so many years. They're on, God knows what version they're on now. Panel preferences, right, okay. I don't need that to be shown on up there. Everything's fine there. That's been transparented. What I do want is Nemo in there, so I'm just going to open up files, and I'm going to do that. Brilliant. The items is all okay. What I do need to do is to auto hide these as well. Always. So 3, 2, always, and 1. Always and always. Lovely. Alright, that's all I basically do there. Now on this desktop we have these, and I can't run it straight off of here. What I have to do is go on it in. Right, I can lock this away now. Let's lock it. Lock you down. Lovely. What I need to do is to come on into here, go into desktop, and I can run the installer from there. So yeah, it's a weird one, but hey ho, it's fine. This is going to be good. Yep, it's already set up that already. Fantastic. 190, yeah, that's fine. Regular install using the entire disk. Yes, that's fine. Let's push that. These actions cannot be da-da-da. Do you want to continue? Let's start. And off it goes with that. That is fine. Swap, yeah, whatever size, whatever. Don't matter. I don't want hibernation. That's fine. Yeah, we can just untick that. That's fine. Have that as that. It's using the 24-hour clock, which is great, and it's British time. So I remembered from my main install here in VMware. Absolutely fantastic. So we just go like that. Save the live desktop changes. Just save them. And it saves me having to muck around when I next come on in. Default user. Yep. We'll go like that and like that. Yeah. We don't need a root password. I'm not going to have it auto logging in either. So we just go next and we just wait for that to install. And it shouldn't take that long now. Shouldn't take that long whatsoever. And it will remember this, apart from having the installer at the top there, and it'll have the two manuals on the top of the desktop there. And then all I have to do is just bring everything on over that I need. And once I've brought on over everything that I need, we shall then see whether or not I can get Gigi's version of Z installed. I should be able to. I really am hoping that I can. It's nearly done. It's nearly done already. I mean, it's pretty nippy, and considering that I'm recording the whole of the desktop as well as it controlling everything else and whatever. Amazeballs. I've only given this 8 gig of RAM. That's basically all it needs, and I think it'll be fine. I really do. Updating interlabs. We're nearly there. So all we will have to do is to just either reboot, push finish, and it'll go away and reboot, and we'll just quickly go in there and go like that. It should boot up straight away here in VM land. It should be fine. Should be. Now obviously I haven't got those drivers on in. God, everything's absolutely ginormous. At least I don't think I have got those drivers in. Obviously I have, yeah, because it done it. It done it for me. Apart from this, it's gone elsewhere with that. I don't know why it's gone elsewhere with that. It hasn't put in my version of that, which is strange if you ask me. Right, and what I should have done was of course my themes as well, but it doesn't matter. Does not matter in the least. They're not coming up anymore. This one is, that one isn't. Wonder why that is. Let me just, yeah, see, it didn't keep those settings that I had with this. 640 by 678, whatever. Doesn't matter. 669, say. Does not matter at all. Appearance, yeah, it didn't keep these. For some unknown reason, it didn't keep these settings. Not quite sure why. Switch by hovering, yes, and we'll have that up at 100 or more, but it saves me having to muck around too much, I guess. We will go into settings. I didn't alter the appearance. Here we are. Now the reason why I've called it Slim's grey dark, what I do is it's actually Orcus theme, but what I do, save me mucking around. I added it onto my theme originally. I thought, oh yeah, may as well keep it like that. And then all I've got to do when I update this particular theme is then go on in and just rewrite it over the top. That's all I've got to do. Fantastic. So, why is there so much thingy on there? I didn't alter this. That's what I didn't do. Let's go into uncategorized, and it should be in there. Yep, it's there. And we'll okay that. General, I don't want all the descriptions on there either, so that's fine. We also do need it, appearance, no, back to general. We need to bring this all the way down to there, because it's already got his nice background around it. And I should also have my fonts in here as well. I'm hoping that it kept my fonts. It should have done Roboto. Roboto? regular, yeah, there we are. And I can change all of this. Now what I usually do is go up to 12.5 on there. We'll select that. Absolutely fantastic. And then with the mono space, I'd use Roboto regular as well. And I just have this up to 12. It doesn't matter so much with that. There we go. I have them on full. And I then bring this up to 126. 1920, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I usually have it up on. Now this background isn't very nice. That's on here. But as you can see everything now. It's so much better. I think so. And because I've upped the menu slightly, you can see everything now. It just looks so much better. It really does. Icons, of course, I didn't do, so let's go into there. Now, I will have to change these around again, obviously. Oh no, the XFCE terminal has been saved with my own one, so that's good then. So I can now pin that to dock. Fantastic. And there you are. I haven't done anything with the terminal as of yet. Fast Fetch is already installed. So is Nala. Nala's already automatically installed out of the bag. I didn't have to install that whatsoever. Synaptic Package Manager is already on in there as well. Absolutely brilliant. So everything is now tickety-boo. There's only a few more things for me to do. I don't like this thingy they've got on here, so I'm going to go into let's see, where is it? Down here, Window Manager. And mine should be in here under H, or maybe it isn't. Ah, it is. There it is. This one. This one looks so much better. I think so. It goes so darn well with this particular theme. It really does. There we are. Fan-bloody-tastic. Love it. Now, obviously, I haven't got my scripts on over, and unfortunately, it didn't keep hold of my notes that I originally put on over here either. But that doesn't matter. Now, it's kept this for some odd reason. It booted with the ISO. There was no need to. Absolutely no need to whatsoever. That's pinned to dock. That's pinned to dock. That's already pinned to dock. Okay. Now what we need to do is to bring on over. That was the whole idea of this. Obviously, we got them up there as well. And I will show you the final result once I've got this. I'll show you the final result once I've got this. Once I've got. Oh God, I can't speak. What's it called? Z on installed. Yes. So we're gonna do that now. We'll keep that in that. I would like this on out a bit more. Thank you. Just for now. It isn't fully set up to how I like it, but it is getting there, and it looks so much bloody better. I think so anyway. So let's see. Let's come off of there, and we'll just come in here, and I should be able to just bring on over where I had put for installation Z theme. No, what was it called? Oh, Gigi it was called. There we are, Gigi Z. There we go. Right, let's bring that on over to here. Let's see what happens. Now, usually all I've got to do is just install Common and this. But I'm just wondering whether or not I'm going to need to install the XGG. Open with Dev Installer, see what happens. Okay, install, please. I'll put my password in, and then we'll see what on earth is going to go on. Okay, that seemed to have gone on in okay. Wow, okay. I'm gonna just install this one now. Install. I do like Z. Right, okay, there's an error. That's alright, that's fine. What we'll do, we'll get this one in then. We're gonna install, please. And they went on in. I wonder then if I can get this in. We'll install, and we'll go like so. Yes, please. This is looking good. This is looking really good. Now, I wonder if this one will now go in last. Yes, it does. Excellent. So that's now in. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so that worked out bloody well then. Let's delete that. Don't need that in there now. Fantastic. Right, let's have a look. We'll go back up to full screen and we'll take a look in. I've no longer got a. Right, okay. Does that for a while. I don't know why. Text editor. Are you here? Yes, you are. Absolutely brilliant. There we are. It's in. It works. Straight on out the bag. You little beauty. Fantastic. Okay. Am I pleased? I am indeed. We come into preferences, and of course, Monaco is in on here, of course. We can go up to Monaco, Monaco bold, or Monaco regular. We'll go with regular, and I usually have it up to around 18 because it looks good when it's up at 18. I think so, anyway. We come down to theme, and of course, I think by default is at Z anyway. Fantastic. Love it. Love this text editor. I save everything, all my notes and everything else I save inside Z, no matter what OS I am on. I'd be in Cashy OS, I can be in here now. In here now. Yes, absolutely brilliant. I'm pleased as punch. I'll get rid of mousepad now, because I originally installed mousepad. And the one that comes with this, of course, is open box, I think, text editor or something like that. Something like that. Something like that. What is it? What is it they got here for a tech? I put in mousepad. What's it called? It's not Midnight Commander. I can't remember what the hell it's called. If I was to open up a file or something, let me just come off of there and we'll bring over my Linux notes. We'll bring that on over. I'll go to Linux storage. Should be Linux notes here somewhere. Where are you? Under how? There we are. There. Let's just bring that on over to there. And then we'll see which one it was that it wanted to open up with. That it would want to open up with. Featherpad, that was it. Featherpad is a weird little beast. Featherpad, and there was actually I swear it's an open box one, or it's LXDE's version of it, like Lubuntu. I think it was originally something like that. But yes, here we go then. Well, yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good now, so I'm very, very pleased with that, and that has made me very happy indeed that this has come on up. So yeah, and it works. It does work. It's open up. Let's go into documents a minute. These are all my Linux notes. Let's say Brave browser and we'll open up with text editor. Aha, there we are, mate. It's there, mate. No messing whatsoever. There we are. As for installing Brave browser, it's already in the repositories on here anyway, so I didn't have to muck around with a PPA or anything like that, which is fantastic. Anyway, yeah, I am pleased as punch. Thank you very much for watching. You'll see this fully set up in the future once I've got this installed onto real hardware, which will be on another drive that I will add on to here. And yeah, I won't have it on my main drive. I'll keep Linux Mint on there, and I'll have this as my daily drive. Everything tickety-boo. Sometimes I think to myself, what's the point in having an M.2 drive? Oh, they're so much faster than a normal SSD. Really? I just remember back before M.2 drives were the craze, we were just using normal SSDs. Yeah. Depending on what you buy now, isn't it? No? Depending on what you buy. Anyway, that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.